Welcome back to another episode of Spyro.
Oh, I forgot you can dodge roll.
I thought we stated that early in the series, Andy. I'm pretty sure.
No, I knew you could dodge roll in other games, but I didn't know you could dodge roll in this. I'm missing every single enemy. So it's been a while since we played this. Actually.
Yeah, so we don't know where the fuck we went.
Did we do Clifftown? Is there a way I can
yeah, I think we did Clifftown.
We did Dry Canyon. We did Clifftown. We did Dr.
Shemp.
Anybody remember Shemp from what's it? Three Stooges.
Yep.
I love Shemp.
I like Three Stooges.
Oh.
Andy, you fucked up on that jump. How could you?
Wait, I can't see what. Oh fuck no, I don't want to go.
Andy. Yeah,
Dr. Shemp.
Use the buttons.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'll use the analog stick. Can we move on to the next area?
I think, but I'm pretty sure there's still a bit more here.
But should we? I thought our goal was just.
Wait. Go back.
Hold on, I want to get.
I saw something.
One life. Yeah, I saw. It's a little cavern.
Yeah, go down there.
What if it leads to like one of those bonus areas? Like, you know, the ones where you have to do like the little mini games.
Well, then we'll do another one.
Oh, that would fucking suck.
Ice cavern. Oh wow. Okay, this one's ice. Yeah, you're about to take my drink. Actually, let me put this over here with me. Yeah,
Whoa, I forgot there was an ice level in a desert world. That makes no sense.
It was so cold in the middle of the night. You know how like deserts freeze over at night?
Yeah.
Technically, well, this is taking it too literally.
I like the way Spyro just like joyfully walks. He just trots along. Get out of here, man. This game is quite easy. Well, honestly. I mean, it's a game meant for anyone of all age groups to play,
or anyone who wants to start going into platforming.
True.
This one's like a very relaxing cruise. I mean, I guess if you go to Spyro 2, it kind of gets a little harder.
You know what this is kind of making me think of? How there isn't many easy like games for like kids nowadays.
Yeah. Well, look at the 90s, like early 90s and 80s, and like Atari. They're difficult.
Well, I mean, they're difficult, but they were simple that any kid or adult can pick up.
Yeah, like they felt unfair, but yet it was fair.
I missed something.
To a point where it's fair.
Yep. But my thing about it is there are a lot of controls and a lot of gameplay mechanics that people have to keep track of nowadays in games, to the point that I don't think, as kids are, how they're simple, you know. Well, they can't pick up on the complicated controls, and there should be like some games like these where it's simple, as in there's a jump button, you hold it down, you glide, circles fires, squares charge. What more do you need from this game? Hey, there's a little dodge, but no one ever uses this. Okay, you don't really need that for anything.
I don't think you don't use it till the second game, I believe.
Yeah, you use it a lot more in the second game. Because ow.
Because like, it's really cool that Insomniac, you know, this is a very simple game, but yet it caused a huge popularity explosion in the 90s.
Well, I mean, even Crash was very simplistic. All you did was jump and you could spin.
But let's admit, its controls was way worse than the first game.
Oh, I would say the gameplay mechanics of it, like not just the controls, but like the gameplay itself. There's like some glitchy moments. And
yeah, there
also,
is.
What's the term I'm thinking of? Like, what's it called? Whenever an item, if it drops, it has its own. You know, it's a thing that every game has. They added into like physics. It has its own physics. That's what I wanted. Yes.
And he had to go all scientific on that.
Yes. Crash didn't have all that great of physics.
Well, look at the jump on it. You didn't know where you're going to land unless you look at the shadow of when you jump.
And the shadow wasn't much either. It was just a little, dot.
Square polygonal thing.
Yeah.
Polygons.
I don't know. Maybe if I get the key, I might come back for you, but I may not. Because, oh gosh, there we go. I really dig the second game a lot more than this, though.
I do.
It plays a lot smoother.
And not only that, it's a different world.
Yeah, because you're going on. Well, we're not going to describe the plot of it because we're going to move on to that
later. Because this one's very simple, and it basically takes place just after the first game. And Spyro just wants to go on vacation. And I'm just going to state that till we get to the game.
Also, hey, this is like. This takes left, right? Like it's the opposites for the. R2 and L2.
Yeah, that's the camera, and I'm pretty sure in 2 they used the second analog to where they.
Yeah, because by the time of 2, I think 2 is like 2000.
Yeah, then like the third game is like what 2001, 2.
Ow.
No, actually, I think
Little asshole.
actually, Andy, I think Ripto's Rage is actually 99.
Ripto's Rage 99. Well, I mean, they still had double analog sticks by then, or around then.
Yeah,
so.
because I mean, there's some games that are still starting. Like in '98, I think Metal Gear Solid started with the D-pad. I think it still works better with the D-pad to myself with the Metal Gear Solid.
Actually, when Metal Gear Solid came out, well, I keep talking during these cutscenes, which I mean, there really isn't much. But maybe is there subtitles? Is this before an age of subtitles?
This is before the age of subtitles, man.
Okay. Why is there an inventory? Like, honestly, do we really need an inventory? Okay. The thing about... What was it? Metal Gear Solid. Yes, Metal Gear Solid actually came out around the time when DualShock was a thing.
In '98,
the first controller was... Are you fucking kidding me? The first controller actually did not have DualShock to it, which then the second controller with the analog sticks was DualShock.
Yeah, if you're a person who wants to get into PlayStation and know its history, you just gotta know this. There is no DualShock at first. No analog sticks on the PlayStation.
Yep.
And that's basically goes to the history of like how Nintendo and Sony worked together for a system. So that's why if you look at the original controller, it looks like almost like a Super Nintendo controller.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they added the analog sticks, which along with adding the analog sticks, the reason why it's got the name of DualShock is because it also has vibrating features.
Yep.
Dual analog sticks, and it has a vibration to it, which was used very well, and I almost died there. It was used very well in Metal Gear Solid shit. Okay, I'm just gonna avoid you. Oh shit. It was used very well in Metal Gear Solid, and I don't want to like, you know, use the cuts to, like, explain about the story to it and where it's used at, because unless you've played the game, I'm just gonna say it's in the Psycho Mantis boss fight. So
I still say that's one of my favorite memorable bosses in a game because it was so weird.
It was so revolutionary at the time, but then nowadays it's like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh, I get it. For someone who just got a DualShock controller, I understand. But someone who's used to controllers with vibrations and stuff like that, they're used to it. So
get that dragon, Andy. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I was gonna head back and collect a little more stuff, but that's another series I would like to go into, and that's the reason why I don't want to explain very much into it, because I love the Metal Gear franchise, and we're both really big fans.
Yeah, we are.
Of it. We're like the two major ones who grew up with Sony as our main consoles to play on.
So this is why maybe you see Andy and I talk about PlayStation games. If we play a lot of PlayStation games on this channel, then it'd pretty much be the majority of us playing it, because...
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
You didn't have any life, did you?
No, I was going up to him because I was expecting I was going to... Why did I say I was expecting twice? I don't fucking know. But basically, I was going to charge him, but instead... I did screw up and ended up hitting the circle button for fire.
And also you got hit earlier in this, didn't you?
I got hit twice. Well, what the... There we go.
I'm trying to think of something that would be like maybe something interesting to talk about.
Well, one thing let's just stick onto the subject of going about the PlayStation history, as in
the 90s.
When you're going on about the controller and everything, let's talk about the consoles themselves.
Okay.
You have to realize there's 3 versions of the PlayStation
for every generation.
No, PS2 only had 2.
Yeah. Okay,
and
that's the only one.
PS3 had
3. No.
4.
4. It did for 4, but let's go with the PS1. Actually, the first PS1 was a big fat one. It was.
Yes.
I got the second model for myself.
Now, the second model is the slim as what Trevor has.
Wrong.
Wait.
There is a third version, and that's mine. Mine's the second version.
Then what is yours?
Well, the fat one basically had a lot of shit in the back of it, to where it's like there's a lot of ports. And my second model take some of the ports out from the fat one. So you can tell from what was a original OG model
Oh, so you're saying that the second model had more ports to it?
No, second one had less.
Had less.
Because basically what Sony looked at is like, okay, what do we really do not need on this system, and that's what they took out of it. And a lot of people, recommended, well, we want one that's very portable and somewhat not heavy.
Okay, but wouldn't that be the small version?
Yeah, that would be the slim. That would be the legit slim on that.
Then isn't that what your version is?
No,
it's not the slim. So
mine's in the middle. Mine's the second model, to where before they hit the slim.
Okay, then there's 4 models then.
Because I know there was one that has like a little opening, like little mini TV screen.
Yes, and that was primarily used at actual schools for educational purposes, because there was quite a bit of educational games.
There were lots of educational shovelware.
Some schools actually brought in, and my school was one of them when I was in elementary school. So you're saying there's the fat one, which I used to have.
Yeah, the one that has a lot of. Well, mine is a fat one too, but that one has less ports in the back of it, to where you don't. It's like stuff that you don't really need.
That they just took away because no one ever used them.
Yeah. It was like, I forget what the ports were. I mean, just go look it up on that, because like I forget some of the ports on it, but usually the one I have has, the AV cables and...
Honestly, I think a YouTuber I know of that usually does really good buyer guides, kind of like, and gives also an update on the consoles.
Yeah, I know.
Metal Jesus.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed him. He's more of a family-friendly oriented audience. So you don't get really as much language as what our channel does,
and
which it can be a good thing.
I like how you showed me one of his videos, like about the Sega Master System, because I really want to buy a Master System.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like pushing that on because I really enjoyed his channel, and he does really well done on PlayStation classics that you should buy when you get onto a console.
Would you say his channel kind of gets overlooked sometimes?
No, he's there's a community. If you go looking into the community of retro gaming, as you know, JonTron and Angry Video Game Nerd, I'm pretty sure you're prone to find him if you look. He's on the top. Like you can he's even on Mojo. Like if you go check out Mojo, that's where he's at.
Like
so you can see him in the top whatever Mojo top.
If I ever did some
classics.
videos of like stuff you must buy, I would totally do that,
Yeah, I really would like to go into an idea of, like, what you should start with if you, wanted to get this console, per se.
Yeah, because, or anything in general, maybe a certain game.
Yeah, like hidden gems and stuff like that. And that's what his channel was primarily around is, here's a good buying guide for the console and what games you should get when you start up on the consoles, so you have a good base of cheap games. And then the other one is hidden gems for that same console.
Andy, have you found like any hidden gems before, like without knowing on a console?
Without knowing?
Yeah, without knowing if it was like a great game or not. It's like maybe at first you think it was like a crappy game when you looked at it, but it's like, wow, this game is really good.
I don't believe so. How do I get over there? I forget. I think I gotta go over there.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get around to there. Any hidden gems that I found for the PlayStation 1? No, usually the games that I found on the PlayStation 1 either I've already played and enjoyed, and then the others is actual hidden gems that I knew about that I should be playing.
I'll say one game that kind of gets overlooked, but it's still a great game, and it's still kind of known as a classic, Oddworld.
Well, a lot of people, like, if you played the PlayStation games, a lot of people knew about Oddworld because that was a big thing whenever E3 hit 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, it hit two years ago.
New and tasty, and it's like all the people who knew about PlayStation freaked out about it, and a lot of people who didn't grew up with the PlayStation like, wait, what's this game? I never heard of it. And people are like, Oddworld, have you not heard of this?
And I feel, weren't you one that I kind of also introduced Oddworld into, and you and Matt?
Yeah.
Because I never really played Oddworld. Damn it.
I didn't even know about it.
I knew Oddworld was a thing, and I knew I needed to play it. I don't know how the hell to get up there.
Well, guys, like during MagFest, I actually bought a copy, like for like $20 of Oddworld 1. What was it? It was Abe's Exodus or Odyssey. It was Odyssey.
It was the first one, Odyssey.
Yeah, it was Abe's Odyssey and
Abe's Exodus is second.
I know Exodus is right beside it, but it's like, I want to play Odyssey first, and maybe later I might find a copy of Exodus.
I got you Abe's Exodus on PC.
Yeah. Well, and New and Tasty. Which
I got you New and Tasty on there?
I thought you did, because I see New and Tasty on there.
Oh, well, and I got you New and Tasty.
You pretty much gave me the whole collection to myself, and I'm like, I thank you for that.
This whole entire fucking map is like, I can't get across. How do you get across this map? Like, how? Look, look, people, like, really? Come on, like.
Do you have to jump on that?
I don't know.
Sure.
Do you?
Just try it. Just fucking try it.
I'll try.
It's worth a try.
No, that hurts me.
How do you? How?
Ah, it hurts. Mommy, it hurts.
And you just want to get on the hot air balloon and say fuck it.
Yeah, let's just say fuck it, and we're gonna go on the hot air balloon, and I think we'll kind of like go to that point and see what happens. And
because you're
wait,
right.
Can I get on the air balloon? Can I? I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure. Hop aboard for the magic crafted world if you are ready. Oh, wow! We didn't even complete half the whole entire game. Can I not? What happened? Hello?
Go back and do that again.
Okay.
Because isn't like O talking? Because isn't this one back in the day where X ain't like continue?
Well, this is American, so it should be X. Okay. Oh, I hit stay here. No wonder. Artisans.
I think
that's the first place. Magic Crafters is where we're going to. Oh, Magic Crafters is so trippy.
Yeah, it is. Like, I like how the first one's like very fantasy, like, you know, of a dragon. Second one,
like a big grazing field and everything.
Second one, westernish, I would say.
Yeah, like canyons and all
then
that.
The third one, hey, let's get trippy as fuck.
Cause look at this, like, holy shit. And there's pixies that later come in. Like, I mean, they're already a thing. But, yeah. Well, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna catch this little guy.
I like how some people kind of forget this guy. But it's like, once you play it again, you're like, I remember you. Like, you just look at him and like,
How did
you gotta go after him when you went down the hallway. So it's like, when he comes back, go back down that hallway you came from and come back around.
So I actually have to catch him before he jumps off.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate these guys.
See? See, he left. You see? You ain't gonna get him.
No.
I like how you blew your fire before you even jump.
Let's do this again. I got this.
Okay, remember, when you turn, fucking run it. You got it. You got it. Come on. You got it. You got it.
I should have bred. I should have.
You should have what?
I should have bred. Yeah, I should have bred. I should have breathed fire there. I'm gonna get this guy. I'm sorry, people. I really want this guy.
Wow, this is the last minutes of us just trying to get this guy.
Oh, come on!
Could you blow your fire if I would just tackle him?
I did. Well, I didn't try that. I was gonna go for the jump and breathe.
Jump and breathe.
Yeah, the jumping.
There.
Oh, funky monk. And you know what? Forget it, people.
We'll get him later.
We're gonna do this later. But we hope you enjoyed this episode of our historical talk on PlayStation models and controllers.
Yeah.
You should go buy one. It's really classy.
Yeah, if y'all
nerdy.
If y'all just want to start like a retro kind of thing for your collection, get a PlayStation. It's like it's a must. Because it was one big standpoint in the 90s.
Yeah, it kind of took away like the sales of other consoles at the time.
Revolutionarized a lot of gaming. So we'll see you in the next episode of Spyro. I'm Trevor.
I'm Andy, and we're signing off.
See ya.